Welcome back to another episode of Golf is Hard TV, the golf show for the rest of us. Once again, if you got your iPhone or your iPod or any other anything, we're on iTunes. Make sure you download the show, check it out while you're commuting. Apparently, I'm still watching The Incredibles, which is a good thing.
Commuting but not driving.
Commuting but not driving, sure, put the sound on. The other thing is just to follow up on...
people do watch TV while they're driving.
Exactly.
But anyway, it's another topic.
Yeah, exactly. Just to follow up on our shopping show.
Yeah.
This is a Marshall special right here.
I like it.
PGA quality shirts, got the dry stuff. I think
Yeah,
it's
I like
$16. Feel that.
I'm not into cotton. I like that.
It's nice. The dry. It's like the dry Nike dry stuff.
Microfiber, exactly.
It's good. $16 can't beat it. So we're gonna get back to lessons, which I think is about time, right?
I'm going with this style on the course this year. Button down.
I gotta say, it looks good.
Not tucked in.
It looks good.
I'm done with the tuck.
No tuck. Go no tuck.
Cotton shirts.
All right. Good. I'm going to stick with the tuck with this kind of shirt, but maybe I'll invest in
I
those.
like it, yeah.
All right, so we're going to do a quick lesson on, I think, posture, right?
The second fundamental. We've done grip. We're going to do posture. We'll cover alignment later.
Okay.
If you have those three down, you're on your way, seriously, because then you can hit better shots just by having sound fundamentals. I know it sounds cliche, but it really isn't.
All right.
So you guys are working on your grip. You're carrying a club around the house. You're getting it set down in the left hand, all that kind of stuff, keeping it light, making little circles so you're on your way with the grip.
That's right.
And it'll take some time. By the way, I read an interesting comment in Golf Digest referring back to another episode that Butch Harmon made, and it's really interesting. If you're making a little bit of a change and it feels comfortable, it's not right.
Really?
It's got to feel different. So
That's
if it feels the same, you're not making the change. So don't expect this to feel comfortable and natural, because it really shouldn't.
So as I'm improving my golf game, just so I get this in my head right, I should feel unnatural.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yep. You should feel pain.
Go. Let me teach.
No,
teach me how to feel some pain.
You're here on Golf is Hard TV because you want it to be as painless as possible,
That's right.
and that's what we're all about.
Just uncomfortable a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you've seen this when we've talked about the putting rhythm. We're going to look at this swing again, this pendulum, in relation to the depth or the swing arc. And what that means is, if you have good posture, you're going to prevent this from going up and down. You don't want this to be going up and down during a swing. That's when we dig really deeply into the ground behind the ball, or a fat shot.
Sure.
Or sometimes we hit, once you hit above the equator of the golf ball, it's not going to get in the air. You're going to top it or just roll it.
Okay.
So, and that happens when you have poor posture, when this stuff is going up and down, which means when you're swinging the club, your body is moving up and down. And really, posture is very simple. The body actually only bends in two places.
All right.
There are two hinges for getting set up properly. It's the hip sockets and then a little bit of bend at the knees. And the best way to get into a good posture, first of all, you have to think about from the hips up, right up the top of your head is one straight line. So one way to check it is you can just put a club behind your head and you bend at the hip sockets. And you basically, when you're looking at the ball, when you're standing over, you're kind of looking at it from the bottom of your eyes. The most common thing is this. Players have their heads down. And you can see right there, there's really no basis now. When your head is moving up and down and all around, your spine angle is going to change. It'll be inconsistent. It'll be an inconsistent depth of cut.
Okay. So single line from your head straight down.
So how do we get in that? You can picture a telephone pole bent behind you, and your shoulders are kind of wrapped around it, and your head's in a straight line. So we're going to bend from the hip sockets a little bit, just to get our shoulders out in front of our body. You want to bend forward enough so your arms just kind of hang freely. So you have about 6 to 8 inches here.
All right.
Another common mistake is to just have your back too upright, too much knee flex. And you can see when my arms hang, they're hanging in here. It's going to cause me to have to hold the club out like this. I see that a lot.
Yeah.
So everything makes sense physically as to why we're doing something. In golf, so we're bending from the hip sockets. You kind of feel like you're sticking your butt out. Your lower back is arching inward. The head is up. You're checking out the ball from the bottom of your eyes. And your arms are hanging freely. And that's where you take the club. We're not reaching out here to take the club. You can see how my arms are extending away from my body. They're just hanging straight down. Right there. Put that good grip on it that we talked about. You're good to go. Knee flex, just break them a touch. So you start out dead straight legs, bent from the hips, looking at the ball from the bottom of your eyes. Your arms are hanging. Take your knees and just break them just a touch. That's it.
All right.
That's posture. One last thing is, as far as weight, too much. You don't want to have it too much towards the toes. You don't want to have it too far back on the heels. Right in the balls of the feet. So this is an athletic kind of a stance that carries over into a lot of other sports. Triple threat in basketball.
Oh yeah, we know that well.
Infielders in baseball. Whatever it is, you're in an athletic position right here, and you're ready to go.
All right,
let
me give it a try so we can see how this works out. You tell me how I'm doing.
And then as a coach, I'd be standing right here behind you to check out your posture.
So I'm not going to bend my knees first, right? I'm just going to kind of try to hinge.
Yep. So good. Your head is up. Let's check out the spine angle. You can see, you'll be able to see this on camera. A little more forward from the hips, I'd say.
Like that?
That gives your arms a little more room to swing. That's perfect.
A little knee
you feel
bend.
a lower, but too much knee flex there.
Too much?
And bring the weight a little more on the balls of the feet.
Okay.
Because you're a little back on your heels. Feel like your butt's sticking out, your lower back's arching inward. Does that feel different?
Yeah, it feels different. Feels like I want to freaking take a whack at it is what it feels like.
It should feel different.
I'm ready to go.
You should feel a little...
I feel pressure back here.
Pressure, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You should feel you're more in the middle because you were back on your heels.
Yeah.
And you were a little bit, your spine angle was a little bit too much like this.
Too much up.
Like this. It's really very simple because it makes sense if you think about it. You're leaning forward to get your arms to be able to hang comfortably, relax in front of your body.
Yeah, I think it's maybe an interesting tip to remember is sort of like, instead of looking, tell me if I'm right here, instead of looking straight down at the ball, I ought to have a little bit of this, like you said, kind of look at it.
Well, I'll put the club up. Your head should be, now bend forward a little. Now put your head up more, right there. That's where you want.
That feels awkward.
That's where you want to be.
That's that pain you were talking about.
Yeah. When you watch golf on TV, check that out.
Yeah.
You'll see perfect posture on just about every player because you can't adjust for that during the swing.
Right.
Can't do it.
It's good. We're going to work more on posture, obviously, as we go along, but we're, like we do on Golf is Hard, we keep it simple.
Yeah, that's
one thing at a time.
Simple. Grip, posture. Golf is Hard TV.
Golf show for the rest of us. See you next time.